And we're back here on the GSMC Baseball Podcast, bringing you our second segment, which is going to be talking about my power rankings numbers 11 to 20. But before we do that, I'd like to ask you again to please like and follow the show. We do get a number of questions from viewers, so to ensure that your question does get read in the air, please use the link, gsmcpodcast.net. It really does help the show, and it really does mean a lot, so thank you so much for that. And let's get back into the show for today. All right, so we do have numbers 11 to 20 here. Just did finish up my numbers 1 to 10, which is on the live stream, or I'm sure I've uploaded to YouTube by the time you're watching this. So, yeah, overall, let's just get into it. So, starting off at number 11 here, we are going to be having the Minnesota Twins. Yes, I have the Twins below the Royals and the Guardians, and mainly it's because of their deadline. I did not like what the Twins did at the deadline. I don't think anyone did. I understand you had financial constraints, but you got to get creative at this time of the year. And also, we learned today that you made a pretty substantial offer for the White Sox's Eric Fetty. The only reason the White Sox didn't take it is because it was in division, who was owed $7.5 million on your contract. So I think that kind of deteriorates the reasoning that you couldn't get anyone because you were money struck. Well, $8 million an $8 million contract on the books for next year, you're adding probably $2 or $3 million for the rest of the year. That's not exactly a cheap contract. So the fact that you guys keep saying, oh, we didn't have any money to add someone, that seems not like the best reason. So I don't really like what they did, but they still have a fantastic team. Too many injury-prone stars, though, is the thing. Correa, Buxton, and Royce Lewis, arguably the three best position players they have, are all really injury-prone and all have spent some time in the IL this year. More Royce Lewis than anyone else, who just cannot get over the injury bug. But still a really good team and still a lot of good pieces here. So I do have them here at number 11. Number 12, I am going to be having the San Diego Padres. Padres are a really good team. Added a lot at the deadline. Have a super bullpen now. I mean, you have, again, as I've said before, 6 very good to elite bullpen arms. You have Tanner Scott, of course, you just added. Jason Adam, who you added. You have Adrian Morejon. You have Jeremiah Estrada, that's 4. UK Matsui, that's 5. And then you have Robert Suarez, which is 6. That's 6 very good to elite bullpen arms. That's basically your whole bullpen as well. I believe you also added Brian Hoeing in the Tanner Scott trade, so that's basically your full bullpen. And man, is it insane. But, you do have some questions with the starting pitching. Joe Musgrove is an injury risk. Yu Darvish, we don't know when he's coming back, so he's dealing with a personal situation. Michael King hasn't really been exactly what you've wanted, but still been okay. But Dylan Cease has been just, a light in the dark for this rotation. Has been so good. An incredible trade by A.J. Preller. And Drew Thorpe isn't doing that hot in Chicago as well, who was the main piece of that trade. So looking like a steal right now. We'll have to see how it goes in the future. But yeah, this rotation still has a lot of question marks, but the bullpen helps it out, and the offense still has so much incredible talent, even without Fernando Tatis Jr. So I do have them here at number 12. Number 13, I have the Seattle Mariners, one of the teams who I thought had the best deadline. Adding Randy Arozarena and Justin Turner was a really, really good job there. Adding Yimi Garcia to the bullpen as well was really fantastic. So I really like what the Mariners did there, and they still have such insane pitching that as long as their offense scores 3 or 4 runs a game, which shouldn't be that hard, they're basically going to win. So I think this team is built for the postseason with a rotation of Castillo, Kirby, Gilbert. That's an incredible top 3. You got Brian Wu, Emerson Hancock in there as well. So an incredible rotation of this Mariners team. Justin Turner and Randy Arozarena are going to be really, really nice adds for this lineup as well. So I really like what's going on here with this team. And I like this team overall. So yeah, they're at number 13. I know it's a big gap between them and the Astros, but I understand there's a lot of teams within it because I put the Astros at 6. But I still think they're pretty close. It's just there's a lot of close teams this year. And you'll see that going down. You'll see when I have all the NL teams putting everywhere. Red Sox, I have here at number 14. I like what they did deadline as well. Adding Danny Jansen was the right-handed bat you needed. A little bit of a weird fit as you already have an all-star caliber catcher on the roster with Connor Wong. But still, Danny Jansen is a really good bat that should fit well in this lineup. Wong can move around first, second, and third when you need him to. And overall, I like the bullpen adds. Getting Lucas Sims and Luis Garcia were really nice as well. And James Paxton and Crean Priester will add a lot of rotation depth as well in there. So, like the Red Sox did, still a really good team. Rafi Devers is such an incredible talent, one of the best hitters in all of baseball. I don't really think that should be up for debate anymore. You have him and Jarren Duran, who's been great. Of course, as I mentioned before, Connor Wong. Dom Smith has been a pleasant surprise at first base, filling in for Tristan Casas. Sedano Rafael has been another good young player. And, of course, in the rotation, you've had some really good pieces in Tanner Houck, Garrett Whitlock, Nick Pivetta. bullpen, Kenley Jansen has been shut down as the closer. So overall, I really like what this Red Sox team is doing. I really like what they're cooking, and like what they added the deadline as well. Number 15 here, I have the Arizona Diamondbacks. Once the Diamondbacks get everyone healthy, they'll be behind this list, but right now, I can't put them higher, but I still like what they're doing a lot. I mean, Ketel Marte is an MVP candidate. I like the Josh Bell ad as a nice insurance for Christian Walker's injury. Corbin Carroll's been heating up. Gabby Moreno's a really good catcher as well. So I really like what this Diamondbacks team has been able to do this year. I like the pure talent. I like the bullpen ads in AJ Puck and Dylan Floro. And yeah, I really like what's going on here with this Diamondbacks team. Number 15. All right, so the Diamondbacks now, I'm just going to warn you, that is starting a run of 4 straight National League teams. Sorry, that National League teams are just so close together this year. I mean, you look at the wild card and you're seeing how that's true. So, going to go over this now. We have first off at number 16, the St. Louis Cardinals. I like the Cardinals did at the deadline a lot. It was one of my big winners. Getting Eric Fetty and didn't even give up a top prospect, only giving up Tommy Edman, who would become excess goods, was a really good job. Tommy Pham has already helped out a lot, hitting a grand slam in his first at bat back in St. Louis. So I really like those 2 ads as well. Ryan Helsley's been struggling a little bit recently, giving up a walk-off to the Cubs last night, but still is one of the premier closers in this game. Sonny Gray hasn't been as great as you wanted him for that contract, but still really good. A lot of course, a ton of great pieces like Wilson Contreras, Paul Goldschmidt, Nolan Arenado, who still haven't been as great this year, but still have the name pedigree to get by. Of course, Brendan Donovan, Lars Nootbaar, all these kind of guys. So overall, Cardinals still at 16. An interesting team to say the least. I think to do anything to make the playoffs, you have to have Arenado and Goldschmidt perform better. And yeah, that's really it. 17, I'm going to be having the Pittsburgh Pirates right below their NL Central friend Cardinals. Yeah, I like what they did deadline as well. I think you should have added more, maybe a bigger time bat, but Brian De La Cruz and Jose Canner-Falefa are really nice complementary pieces to your lineup. Of course, an insane rotation with Mitch Keller, Jared Jones, and Paul Skeens, one of the best top 3s in the league, probably the best top young 3 of this league because they're all really young and under control for a long time. So, yeah, I really like this Pirates team for that. Again, Canner-Falefa and De La Cruz add into your lineup as well with the guys you have like Connor Joe, Jack Sawinski, you have Andrew McCutchen, Brian Reynolds, who's the big star. So I like this Pirates team a lot. I think you need to add some more offense in the offseason, but overall right now, still a really good team. 18, I have the Giants, whose deadline I gave an F, and I still stand by that. If you want to go check that out, please do. It's on the channel. But overall, this team has a fantastic rotation. It's just I don't like this lineup. Giving away one of your big hitters in Jorge Soler just to get off his contract made absolutely 0 sense to me. Adding Marcano was a nice get, but you need the guys in your own team to play better. And also, you just dug yourself such a hole in the NL wildcard right now, having to go above all these teams. I don't know how it's going to be possible, but look, the rotation is absolutely fantastic with Snell, Robbie Ray, Logan Webb, all that. It's really good. So if anyone could do it, it's them with the pitching they have. It'll be interesting to see for the future, and very exciting and interesting to watch this Giants team for the rest of the year. Number 19, I am going to be having the Texas Rangers. The Rangers did not do much at the deadline, but they really didn't need to. Just need to wait for the guys to get healthy. Need Max Scherzer to become Max Scherzer. Need Tyler Mahle and Jacob deGrom to come back. Those are really the big guys. Evan Carter apparently is going to be out for the year, so that's kind of a big blow. But you still have so many good offensive pieces. I mean, Jonah Heim, Nathaniel Lowe, Corey Seager. You also have Marcus Semien. Obviously, Josh Young will come back soon. Wyatt Langford, Adolis Garcia. You have Tavares in the outfield as well. Really nice bullpen arms in Kirby Yates and David Robertson, who have been fantastic signings. So overall, I like what this Rangers team did a lot, and I like that they're trying to go for it. I don't agree with the decision, but for a baseball fan, it's fun to watch them. And as a Mets fan, I always hope that deGrom can do well. So yeah, I do have the Rangers here at number 19. And number 20, I have one of the biggest sellers of the entire deadline, the Tampa Bay Rays. The Rays are still a good team, though. I mean, they're getting pitchers back. Jeffrey Springs is coming back, and I think they're pretty well in his season debut. You still have a really good lineup. I mean, you're going to have Yandy Diaz at first, right? Probably have Christian Morel around, maybe in left field or second. You have Brandon Lau there. You call up Junior Camarino, give Curtis Mead more playing time. Jose Caballero and Taylor Wall split time at shortstop. Jose Siri in center field. So still a really good team, which is how crazy it is. They wrote that, even with trading all these people. So I like what they were doing a lot, and I have them here at number 20 because of just all the selling they did. So that is my second segment here, going over my power rankings numbers 11 to 20, going over what I think are the 11 to 20 best players in the league. We're moving into our third segment, which is going to be talking about power rankings numbers 21 to 30. So going over all the teams I did not mention in the first two segments, of course. So we'll be doing that, and we'll see you after the break. So thanks, and bye.
Looking for